Copy cheese. The only thing I'll say about this situation is don't react, right? He's not in your range. He's dashing for no reason. But you just overreacted here.
Like tether better, like just run. Don't. What do you mean?
Um
Q at him.
just know your limits better, right? It's like I was just thinking of an analogy where like you just know it's like you know someone's punching range, right? Their reach, right? They punch you, their max reach, and they just can barely hit your nose, right? It's like sort of the same thing. It's like he
Yeah.
can barely hit you, but you like if you know your limits better, you know he can't hit you. So the reason why it's necessary is because look at this, right? Imagine if you had your EQ right here.
Yeah.
Like it ends up working out, but like what if Graves
Yeah.
E flash straight away?
Dude, I don't know if I trust my old hands to tether so tightly. I'm telling you, I feel
Right,
it.
he has a blue buff, Alex. It's like he's gonna
Yeah,
tickle you.
fine.
It's all good. Max range
Fine.
shotgun.
I will try and tether.
Okay, so
Do you agree
this
with it?
no, yeah, I was gonna say I don't agree. So I agree you shouldn't invade because he can actually still kill you unless he's already half HP. Then you one tap him, right? But if
Yeah.
he's full HP, it's gonna be a hard time getting him, breaking him down. I don't agree with the double scuttle because he also needs the full clear, right? So all you need to do is clear and then go scuttle, and you'll get it anyway.
No, but I'm doing it because I'm knowing my second side is respawning. So I
Oh,
find
that
that like more value in that than clearing the other two camps.
yeah, that doesn't matter anyway because you should just stay the whole time. You should just greed all the way.
Like the full greed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the full greed. Grump, wolves, scuttle, raptors, golems, gank, or base.
Okay. Fine.
Just I just thought you were scared he was gonna get it or something. It's like he can't get it. Like he needs to clear his bot side. If he greeds the scuttle like that, then he'll lose a lot of tempo.
No, no. To me it was a greed, just not the full greed.
Yeah, we need to go for the full greed because he trolled the early game anyway, right? So
Yeah.
he's not gonna get a gank off. He's level 3 and he needs to farm. This might be good. Could be forced though. Okay, no, it's good. Good maps a bit here. This is good. This is really good. This is what I like to see. All right, that's a very snowbally sequence right there. Yeah, just keep going. Like this is where I'm saying I just keep going, dude.
I know what you're saying, but what am I don't know, I just dude, the thing is that sometimes I do the like I don't know, I feel like I'm just finding so many tough situations where if I am like just over farming, like sometimes it feels better to be making plays with gold, if that
No,
makes
this is
sense.
what I'm saying is over farm and then still make the same play.
Yeah, yeah.
Just keep you you can't all right, you can't farm if you're like literally not a champion,
Yeah.
right? But
Okay,
you
but
are a
dude,
champion.
we've talked about like, okay, is the gold impactful or not? And I'm just on one blasting one in boots. Like that 1600 does matter. Like that is a super greed in my opinion. Versus a lot of times we talk about it when I already have my like first item and stuff. You know
Well
what I
then
mean?
yeah, well then you need to pick and choose your plays then, right? If you're going
Yeah.
to base, you need to pick and choose your plays because you stopped here, this is not a play, right? They pushed in the wave, Thresh is behind Jinx. Then you look top, this is not a play because he pushed in the wave, right? You're not paying attention to the wave states, right? Again, like this goes back to a principle we've talked about before. Like when the wave meets, that will determine what the outcome of the lane state is, right? The first 3 seconds when both minions hit each other, right? How the two laners interact or bot lane.
Yeah.
So, like, example, Malphite is already, his body language already says, fight me or I'm going to kill the whole wave in front of you, right? Because he's meeting the wave high. So the wave's already gone. Like, from here to here, like, it's way past gone. So this is basically what I mean. It's like, this is a low value gank, even if you somehow kill him after like 2 rotations, right?
Yeah. To be honest, I was thinking he might die. If he has ult, he might dive the Jace as he's crashing the wave. Like, I didn't think I was going to kill the full health Malphite. It was just more, is he going to dive? And then he started
And
walking that way, which is why I threw the... Like, if I'm a Malphite and I see that Jace at that level, he's also going AP Malphite. Like, I might dive that guy if I have ult.
this is what we stopped farming for. Like, I get it. It's just that Jace just fucked your lane, your play, like your gameplay. Then, like, you know what I mean? Like, you just like, you need to punish the Graves for making that terrible mistake early game.
Yeah, yeah.
You need to keep the pace going. You just stopped like twice, right? You stopped here,
So yeah, whereas if I
stopped
full
here.
farmed and bought, I could have spent a lot of time bought. Like, I
A
could
lot
have
of
just
time
farmed.
doing an offensive play, yeah,
Yeah.
and killing Graves because you're up in gold, or like any sort of situation. It doesn't have to be Graves, but just saying like Graves can't contest River. I think this whole situation is like, it's gonna happen. I think these plays, like, it is what it is. Like, you're doing grubs, so they feel like they can fight mid, and then um yeah, you can't disengage. Ah, shit, man. All right, so look what just happened, right? So done wolves, they do grubs, you do dragon. You look bot, you look mid, you look top. Like, you've done 2 camps in like 2 minutes, and that's fine. But you can still structure this way more efficiently. Like, first things first, just because they're doing grubs doesn't mean you need to respond to dragon, right? You should just take the grump and then make sure bot is shoved in, right? Like, hover bot, not hover, but like, be ready if Akali, postures up with her body language, right? Like, you pull the dragon right side and be ready to fight Akali if she tries to touch the wave, right?
Okay.
So that's like two sort of points in the same situation, right? Look at Akali. How does she get the wave when there's 4 people on the same side of the map, and we know there's 4 people on their side of the map? This is
Yeah.
just illegal. I'm not saying like you start laning, but you need to be ready to contest the wave when the wave meets. So it goes back to like the earlier point about the ganks.
Okay.
Okay, so then after this, there's still a problem because we're not accepting the trade.
What do you mean?
So Graves is top, right?
Yeah.
They got 4 topside, guaranteed. Well, not 4, but like, this guy can easily move on the left side of the bush, so they've got 4 in river, basically. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So you you should be diving bot, but if you don't want to, that's fine, because you think like you can outplay it, it's fine, right? They kill top.
Yeah.
Now you need to go back again. Like, you can't, you got to accept the trade, is basically what I'm saying. You just can't go from tribush bot to top, outer top tower, and then they...
Yeah, it's super inefficient. I see it. Should we have dived the Thresh mid to just try and get mid tower?
I think you should just dive the Kali, to be honest, or burn her ulti, and then kill her if she stays on the next wave again. while you do raptors or golems. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I think like this would have been easily prevented if you just did wolves drop, walk with the wave.
Stopped her from pushing the wave.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can do dragon, and then up while she's on the tower, and then the next wave you can look to diver if she doesn't respect and burn her ulti. Wait, she's no damage. What the hell? You just let Galio tank and just smack her head.
Dude, she apparently does damage. I don't know. She gets some kills.
Yeah, but
Like,
right
okay.
now you have a full item and sock boots on her with a chain vest and health. Like health doesn't matter if she gets low enough, right?
Yeah.
But she'll probably ulti and run away, right? But then you just smack the tower and then you accept the trade, like we've
Yeah.
mentioned before.
I did not expect that damage.
Yeah, this is just 2 level difference plus the wall bang on Graves QR.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna so I hate this type of place. I know this is not your call, but look at what happened, right? Malphite cleared the whole wave, and now we're chasing him down. And look at the wave here, right? So even after we kill him, we have to walk all the way here to clear the wave and then start pushing again. By that time, you know, not Galio, wait, who was there? Malphite, right? By the time you kill Malphite, let's just say, he's already respawned pretty much and ready to defend the tower, basically. And you'll probably have to recall by the time, right?
Yeah.
These are like awful, pretty awful plays. Sometimes like it's something you just have to do, like in a map split situation where he somehow got the wave. But ideally, like, yeah, ideally you don't go for these plays.
Is that just like an FYI? Because that wasn't really like me going for the
I
play.
know, I know. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that is an FYI,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
also like criticism from like previously, right? Like the
Okay.
Malphite gank
Yeah.
top. Well, like no, you weren't ganking. You were trying to defend the dive. But I would argue like I'm not sure if defending the dive with how fed you were and like how much tempo you had over the graves is like worth your time. Unless it's like 100% guaranteed, like Jace will die and he's gonna get 2 plates or something, right? But I feel like Jace was like 40%, like he can definitely get one shot, but he can also just kill the wave and then die anyway, and it will be fine as long as Malphite doesn't get like 2 plates.
Yeah.
So that's something you also have to like factor in. If someone dies but he gets the whole wave, it's like it's like a Scion thing, But it's like for Jace as well, it's the same. He's QQ clearing the whole wave and dying is like not the worst. Right, yeah, I actually like what you're doing. It's just sweeper management, right? Like you have to know it's not wooded.
Yeah.
I think this is a good play. I just think, yeah, you need to sweep.
Well, yeah, I think in my head I'm doing too much like evaluation because I don't even know if I killed. Like, I don't even know if I should be taking that fight, running
Oh, for sure.
away.
This is a tank. This is a tank. Tank Akali. Like I know she just still does damage, but Graves
Yeah.
is already 70%. If you stun
Right.
both of
I
them,
don't have a ult. Yeah.
it doesn't matter. If you stun both of them, and you're able to get your 3 procs off, and then hold your E and then smack him with the E at the end. Um,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard for Akali to hit her E anyway. Like basically for you to die, it's like you have to misplay and then Akali has to hit her E on you. But you should be like pretty mobile when you EE Graves.
Sure.
I mean, you wipe them though. Well, you wipe Graves and then hopefully you gotta outplay the Akali and live with the pace, base movement speed, passive movement speed.
I feel like this game just has like obviously I am misplaying to your point, like being on waves and stuff. Like, but these plays are like they give me hope. Like, okay, I can like maybe carry this game, but the fights get progressively harder because the Jinx gets like 5 items, the Malphite gets like 3-4 items where he can like one shot with an R.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
Malphite full AP actually does scale if
this fight, the Galio ults the Poppy, and then I get the Poppy.
yeah, so this fight right here,
Huh.
I would probably say like you need to focus on proccing your passive and just piecing out. Not oh, I guess Thresh played it pretty well. See? Like not piecing out, but like what we talked about I think yesterday about like it's better to let someone die and then have a better angle to like kill your priority
Yeah.
target.
I think the problem is I thought he was isolated, like one of those supports overextending for a ward. And by the time I saw the Jinx there, I think he had flayed me into like her traps.
Okay, yeah, you should definitely
Like,
assume that because of the mid push. Like you got 3 lanes getting pushed in, so they're gonna
yeah,
have to move.
true. That's a good point.
Oh, what happens? Came off at all. I'd definitely say the game got hard, but I'd say the third sequence is where made the game hard for yourself to like solo carry once like off the early game lead. You pretty much like
When I didn't full clear and like
yeah, you didn't
still spend
greed,
time
or even if you didn't greed,
to make a play.
yeah, like even though you didn't like let's say you didn't greed and you just did your way, which is like also pretty like it's still good, you know. You looked at the wrong time. Like you looked bot, then you look top, and then you're like, shit, where do I go? And then you do grubs, and then your team gets engaged on, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Good bro and MR. There you go. That's the damage.
nice. Hail of blades making it
Schmack.
possible.
Front slap and back slap.
Yeah, pretty much. So when you got that early kill on Graves, in your mind as Echo, you would
Game's
be
over.
like this guy is not going to make a play for a while. I can like greed farm, be ahead of him the entire game, and anytime I see him, I like pop him.
Yeah, game's over. Because his strongest point just died at your weakest point.
Yeah,
Gave you a kill. That's why I'm like, game's over.
yeah.
It's like whenever right now I'm playing Ivan. Like whenever I win an early game skirmish and the team comp is good, like I'm versing it, like for example a Skarner. I really like melee champs because they can't hit me and they have to hit Daisy, or if they don't hit Daisy and ignore, they just they just die and get bitch slapped. Uh, like I know the game's over because my strongest point, or my weakest point rather, is basically if I lose a skirmish, then and I get underleveled, I can't counter jungle anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with Echo. Like your weakest point, and you won the fight at his strongest point. It's like it's GG.
Yeah, I just struggle to like I looked. It's like Jace is playing Jace for the first time, Galio's playing Galio for the first time, and Jin's
You can't
also playing
overthink
Jin
it
for the
like
first.
this, and you had the game in your hands.
It doesn't feel that way. Yeah, I see the points you're making, but I can't internalize that like it would have been a win if I did those things. It's hard to. I agree the win percentage would be higher, but it doesn't feel free.
Oh, it's free because everything changes off your decision making.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have started grub. You wouldn't even be in a situation where you started grubs and your team would get collapsed on. If you uh if you like full greeted, because you wouldn't even be doing grubs. You'd be like, okay, let him do grubs, and then I'm gonna dive someone or get 3 camps or something. Like this. All right, so this is what I would say your best sequence this game. That like almost solo carried the game. Then it didn't. Obviously we talked about this, right? Like you should just full greed. But doing this is like it's still fine because you did this, which was like insanely good, right? You gave grubs, you got no, you ganked, you got scuttle dragon, and that gave time to like reset the lane again. The wave stacking again. You do raptors, dive again. That's like
Yeah.
that's so much value for 3 grubs and his 2 camps when you got the same amount of camps, but you killed bot lane twice and denied wave and got 1.5 plates, and you're doing golems now. Now you just need to. Oh, you even. I didn't even see this, but hey, you shouldn't be recalling. Now all you need to do is just pick up the pieces, right? Like so, Graves definitely didn't do 3 camps, right? There's no way you did 3 camps and
I don't
came
think
mid.
he did a single camp is the guy.
Oh, he didn't. Well, I know he didn't do 3 camps because that would he can't be mid and do 3 camps, right? You can't. That's
Yeah.
just way too
And
much
he has
time.
45 CS.
Yeah. So now all you have to do is literally full clear, lane gank the Malphite, base, because it takes 2 seconds to lane gank the Malphite and burn his ult, base, and dive bot again.
Yeah.
Or fight in the jungle, because you have Nash's swords to, I don't know, Dirk double longsword. You just beat his ass with double buffs too.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by like the game would be completely different, because you should have already been pathing down. Like, how does Graves get this free gank off? It's because you decided to not greed. Like if Graves ganks now, and then you go top, and then both your bot lane bases, you're both going to be in base, and then after, like let's say they kill him, right? Graves will be top now because you'll switch sides, and you'll be bot, and then you can make up for the gank 2 times over, right? Because that gank, like they barely killed them, right? But when you gank bot, you're just gonna one shot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like put it in a perspective of like, yeah, this happens when you greed, then like of course then the situation changes, right? Because you just gave a massive shutdown. And the Jinx was already like for some reason like fed. Well not fed, but like ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she got the gank, so like it's not too crazy that she's got first item first. Oh yeah, the Jin has tier call, that's why. Alright. But yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. The final fight. Should I be? Is me taking that blue troll or so like dragon's coming up? I
Oh,
don't know. Before that, like it's kind of like an ARAM vibe, but nothing's happening. I'm able to take scuttle, get us some vision.
yeah, angle's good.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. Wave's gone.
Okay. We push the wave.
Yeah, yeah.
I go. I guess scuttle.
No, this is
Get
not
the
good.
wards.
So the wave meet, right? This is some universal feedback, I guess. We're seeing a pattern. Just ignoring every wave meet. Right? The wave's meeting again. You can't take
Yeah.
this pink ward unless you think you can make it back to the same position, right? On the flank here. Well, it's
Yeah.
not a flank because they know you're on that side, but like having a different angle compared to just staying next to the poppy is just going to be more threatening, right? But yeah, you're not here on the wave meet. Look, why does this happen, right? Because of the minions. Like, notice how
We
nothing
can get in
happened
the
here.
wave safely, but yeah, people are doing stuff when the minions are there. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Poppy
matter.
looks for
Yeah,
info.
this
Yeah.
goes back to something we've talked about as well. about like the post 3-4 items, like 5-6, right? People just die in one shot. So yes, it is important to ball. It is legit. What do you call it? Legit macro to ball because yes, people can't tether completely perfectly when people just get one shot. So I would say it's definitely not good what you did here.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean that's gonna be I guess the two overarching concepts that like the patterns we're seeing is need to be there on wave meets or be hovering and be ready to like punish. They touch your minion wave. You're gonna be protective over that if you think it's valuable. Obviously, it's not. You don't always have to do it, but like in a split map, it's really obvious that your side lane needs to be pushing in, and that's your other the weak side needs to try to trim the wave as much as possible, right? That's like the goal.
Yeah.
So you win on the trade. Um, as far
What's
as
that? Wait, say the whole thing again. The point, the strong side.
yeah, like I'm using it as an example, but like whenever you want to do something, it needs to be on the wave meet. You need to be there on the wave
Yeah.
meet, basically, right? To get the maximum value. Because you're actually denying something if you kill someone, for example.
Yeah.
Or you're getting the maximum value of pushing and moving, right? So many different reasons. The example I was using is the split map situation, right? Graves was in your top side, you were in his bot side.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for example, Poppy and Jin lost push on your early game plays, and then
Yeah.
Malphite could crash the wave and dive top. Imagine how bad the trade would be, right? It's like insanely bad, right? Because you guys can't get anything done. So that's what I mean by you got to protect the wave. Like if they somehow cleared the next two waves, I would be so mad at my volley, and I'll be mad. Like maybe if it was my fault, I'll be mad at myself, right? Like that's a basic principle, right? We need to protect minion waves on the wave meet and see how they read their body language to see if they're like trying to contest the wave.
Yeah.
Because you can tell every wave meet, and like I said, in the first 3 seconds, you can tell like what each character or each champion is trying to do, right, with the wave. You can tell if they're going to give it, if they're going to like posture high and contest and try to force a trade. Um, it's very easy to tell what other people are going to do if you just pay attention, like as the waves are meeting, how they're moving, right, where they're positioning. Second thing, there's one more thing, but second thing we talked about was the greed, right? We need a max greed, especially when we get freebies like this, right? Against an early game. It would be the same if you verse Shaco or something, right? You versus Shaco, you get a freebie like this. When you're echoed, it's like you gotta abuse that to the max because he probably can't gank right now, right? So and you can't invade. So if you're not invading, then you gotta make sure when you do your next turn, you'll punish him even harder, right? Because you have a golden EXP
Instead
gun.
of scuttle 2 camps, just 4 camp, and then base and go bot.
Yeah, 2 camp, scuttle, 2 camp, scuttle, raptor, golem, either top or base. If top's free.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Third thing,
the second one I remember as well.
the second one right here. Not right here.
The second full clear. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the third thing is we're getting caught up too much on OPGGs and like things that are out of our control. Right? It's like a waste of time. Unless you have like some lobby reveal shit where like, yeah, you can dodge, I guess, if you want, if you see. But if it's out of your control, it's like it's literally sucking you dry. It's poisoning your brain. It's like literally pointless. It's out of your control, Alex. So
Yeah.
it's just a waste of
Well,
energy.
it's more me trying to make sense. Like, why are these games so hard? But yeah,
Okay. I
there's more I can do.
Yes. You can hard carry the game because the Graves gave you a free layup.
Yeah.